Hey guys, Rain Foster Podcast. I'm gonna redo this video. I don't really feel like I did a very good job explaining myself in the last one, so I'm gonna redo this one, and then I'm gonna go take a break for a while. I'll probably stream again later tonight, but redoing this video to explain myself a little bit better so people can understand me a lot better. But back a couple of years ago, I had a NASCAR league called ECRL, which later became XPRL. It was called the Elite Championship Racing League, I believe. Yeah, Elite Championship Racing League, which later became the Extreme Professional Racing League. We used to race on NASCAR Inside Line 14 and 15, and then 15 Victory Edition for the PlayStation 3. And all this was a couple of years ago. The league shut down in 2015 for many reasons, which I'm fixing to get into. But haven't really done league racing ever since I closed my league down in 2015. I've hardly ever league raced. The last time I've ever done like a league race on a NASCAR video game, I think was about late 2015, like October, November of 2015. That was really the last time I ever did an official league race on a NASCAR video game. So 704 Games ends up buying the license, and they end up making NASCAR Heat Evolution for the PlayStation 4 last year. And everybody's asking me, "Oh, Rain, are you gonna get a PS4? Are you gonna get NASCAR Heat Evolution?" And unfortunately, one, I didn't have a job at this point. Going through some hard times. I wasn't having any luck finding one last year. Two, I was hearing a lot of negative things about NASCAR Heat Evolution. The game was just god awful. Not the worst NASCAR game ever, but it was pretty god awful. And three, I just didn't feel like it, to be quite honest with you. I didn't feel like spending $300, $400 on a PlayStation 4 and then spending $60 on a NASCAR video game just to start a NASCAR league up to amuse a group of people. So I finally get a PS4 this year. Got me a decent paying job. And NASCAR Heat 2 ends up coming out about a week or two ago. I've had people ask me, not too many people, but I've had a group of people ask me, am I going to get NASCAR Heat 2 to start up a career mode or a Let's Play or even a NASCAR League on there again? And quite frankly, while the game is a lot better than last year's version, I don't necessarily want to. And the reasons why is that, one, I'm kind of going through a little bit of a hard time at work right now. I work a part-time job, and quite frankly, right now, my boss doesn't really have any work for me to do. So I haven't been paid for the past couple of weeks. I haven't been really getting paid much at all. I just had to do something a couple of minutes ago, actually, regarding my work. And he said he should have something come up sometime soon, hopefully, even though it's been about 3.5, almost 4 weeks since I've last worked. But he said that he should have something relatively come up soon for me, so I should be going back to work relatively soon, hopefully. So one, obviously work. I don't feel like doing a NASCAR league and taking time out of my day to write down documents, like I said, and write down the point standings, do this, do that, make sure everybody's not fighting among each other, blah, 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 blah. Number two, the drama. I don't want to start a NASCAR league up and have to put up with a bunch of little kids running around, doing left turns over and over and over again, crashing into each other, screaming at each other like it's a fucking Call of Duty multiplayer server or something. I don't like Call of Duty, and I don't want to put up with it on a NASCAR video game. I don't want to race with a bunch of little kids. 3, and the biggest reason of all, I'm not really on good terms with the NASCAR community, with about 95% of the NASCAR community. Let me tell you guys something about this NASCAR community, for you people that don't know. While there are good people, you got to look really hard though, but there are good people out there, if you look hard enough in the NASCAR community, that will care about you and will be your friend. But 95% of the community is nothing but cancerous, obnoxious, ungrateful little shits who will do nothing but harass the living fuck out of you day in, day out, 24/7, 365. Relentless, cruel, and sometimes even on the borderline of racist. When I did a NASCAR league, let's just say that I made a couple of comments about the NASCAR video games when they were made by Eutechnics, and let's say that a large group of the NASCAR community did not really like my opinions, not just on the video game, but on certain people that raced on the video game. I don't know them personally. Most of these people I don't know personally, but when I raced them online, they seemed like they were complete jerks. And I'm just having an opinion saying, you know, I just think the game sucks. I think these people, blah, 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 blah. They don't really know how to drive, blah, 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 blah. And instead of everybody coming off of it in a respectful way, I get people harassing me on Facebook. I got people, there were people sending me death threats. I've had death threats sent to my mother, to my sister, to my cousins, to my nephews. I've had a lot of people in the NASCAR communities because 3 of my nephews are black. And there was a couple of people that said some derogatory, racist remarks toward them that, quite frankly, I wish you were in fucking front of me right now and said that shit to my face, because if you were standing in front of me and made those comments that you said to me on Facebook and Twitter in front of my face, you probably would not be able to walk ever again in your life. It's one thing to target me, but target my family. People that don't even follow NASCAR. People that don't even play NASCAR. They're not even in the group, and you're going after them. And then you have another group of NASCAR people in the community who are on YouTube. I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to call them out by name. I'm not going to say their name individually here because I don't want to start nothing with them. I moved on from them. I don't care what they think about me. I don't care what they say about me. I don't care if they see this video, quite frankly. I really could give a shit less. I moved on from them. They should move on from me. But apparently, from what it looked like in the past, apparently they just love running their mouth about me. They've tried uploading videos trying to mark me down, discriminate me, treat me like a piece of shit. etc., etc., etc. I've had a lot of videos on my channel in the past of my NASCAR league. I end up losing about 95% of my videos, unfortunately, when my channel got hacked a couple of years ago. This is about early to mid 2015 when my channel got hacked, and I ended up losing pretty much 95% of my videos. Only a select few are around anymore. But in a way, I'm kind of glad those NASCAR videos are gone, because while there were videos I did with those guys when we first got along that were fun, what would happen later on, if those videos were still up and you guys went back and looked at some of those videos, like right before the end, right before the league shut down completely, you would know why I shut it down. It wasn't just because the game was bad. It was because I just couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to move on in life. I wanted to make my life better for myself. I wanted to find me a good paying job. I wanted to take care of my family. I wanted to take care of myself. And I just couldn't put up with it anymore. I couldn't put up with the death threats. I couldn't put up with the harassment. I couldn't put up with it at all. So I left. And they still like to bring in my name up time and time again. It's not as bad as it was a couple of years ago, about a year or two ago, but they still bring my name up every now and again. And, you know, I've gone away from the NASCAR community. Rarely do I ever talk about NASCAR anymore. Rarely do I watch NASCAR. Like, I watch a highlight here and there of current day NASCAR if I find it interesting, if I deem it interesting or important or something that, just to watch out of curiosity. But besides that, I don't follow current NASCAR. I don't watch current NASCAR. I don't care about current NASCAR. The only NASCAR that I'll watch on a consistent basis is the old school NASCAR. NASCAR from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I'll give it up to about 2006, 2007. That's the breaking point for me. Everything past that, I just don't really care about. Yes, you'll have your good moments here and every now and then, but everything past 2007 and on, I just don't care for. And while NASCAR Heat 2 is not that bad of a video game, they've actually done a lot to make it really, really worth the $50, I'll say. I still don't care to get it. And it's not because I don't want to do a career mode on there. I would love to do a career mode on there. I would love to do a Let's Play on there. I love to check it out. I might end up picking it up from a red box sometime. There's a couple of red boxes a couple of miles from me. I might pick it up from a red box and rent it for a day or two and test it out just to see what it's like. But as for paying the full $50 for it, no. And the reason being is, if I get the game and I try to start a league up on it again, one, nobody would join. Two, if anybody were to join at all, it'd probably be little kids, which, like I said, I don't want to be in a NASCAR. I don't want to run a NASCAR league with a bunch of little kids acting like it's Call of Duty. I hate Call of Duty. I don't want to put up with it on a video game. On a video game that's not Call of Duty. If I want to play a Call of Duty game with a bunch of little kids, I'll go buy Call of Duty. And three, I know those certain group of individuals will come hiding out of their shadows and all hell will break loose again. And quite frankly, I don't want to put up with it anymore. Now, do I expect them to upload videos about me again on their channel? Probably. Do I expect them to start talking about me again? Probably. Do I honestly really care anymore? No. No. I got 352 subscribers as of right now, most of which care about my channel. I'm not going to risk losing my channel to a bunch of young punks who can't get their head out of their fucking ass and move the fuck on. I never told you guys this, but I'm going to say it now. Back when I was doing a NASCAR league with these certain group of individuals, with all the death threats and stuff I was getting, all the harassment, 24/7. I mean, even when I tried to make my Facebook and Twitter private, they would still find a way to try to attack me. There were times where I was having suicidal tendencies. There was a time where I felt like nobody was wanting to be there for me, except for my family, of course. And my family would end up getting pissed off at me because of all these people messaging Jim over stupid crap, basically. So there were times where I just felt like wanting to jump off a bridge or jump off a building and just go away. There are times I've even thought about running away. Luckily, I ran into a group of people, I'm not going to name them individually, that ended up helping me out. They ended up giving me some helpful advice. They told me what to do, and I'm still here to this day. And if it weren't for them, I don't know if I would be here. And I have every fiber in my body to thank them for pretty much giving me some helpful life advice. And you know what that advice was? Don't listen to the haters. Haters are just motivators. They motivate you to strive to do what they say you can't do. If you listen to the haters, you won't be able to do the impossible. If you ignore the impossible, then you'll be able to do the possible. If you learn to ignore the impossible, you can do what's possible. What that basically means is that even though something may look impossible, if you believe in it, if you strive in it, anything could happen. I'm probably never going to start a NASCAR league up ever again in my life. I don't care if somebody bribed me for $1 million to do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't want to put myself through that drama again. I don't want to put myself and my family in harm's way again. And overall, I'm just done with it. I'm sorry to anybody that's got NASCAR heat too, that gets saddened by my words, but if I get NASCAR heat too by some miracle reason, it's either because I rented it or a friend gives it to me. But I don't feel like spending my money buying the game just to put up with a bunch of drama. At least if I rent it, I'll have it for like a day or two, and then I never have to put up with it again. This is Rain Foster Podcast signing out. I hope I was able to come off more clear in this video than I was in the last one. If those certain group of individuals find this video and want to attack me, don't go after them, guys. To the people that are subscribed to my channel, don't go after them. I don't need you having a headache either. What's best is that you just let it be. Don't go after them. Don't harass them. Just leave them alone. Eventually, they'll go away. This is Ray Foster Podcast signing out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll probably stream later tonight. I don't know what, but I hope you guys enjoyed this short video.